They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means you probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Throwing. Love.
And this one is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And now Love going to change things up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second down and 3.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Running on first down, Eckler. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
18 Cardinals. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hold the set. Get it.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go now on first and goal.
Cowboy 80.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
All his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 46. Mega. Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Pass complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Black. Fly blue. Ready.
Love. And he fires one, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
Yellow, 22.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he is caught. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther, here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Read alert, Cowboy 80. Nineteen tight.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 79 Broncos.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Set hunt. Yellow, 43. Clock, kick, red, cycle. Ready.
Here's Love. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Love from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ball's red. Ready. 50, green. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Set. Red, 38. Switch, yellow. Hut, hut.
Love now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Mustang 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Now Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Washington.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Pass on the left. Come on, come on. Hit. Broncos 19 Lions.
To throw is Daniels.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Willis. That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Willis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
Willis looking to throw it. That's to Kraft for tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Willis.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw, here's Willis. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
70, step a look. Hey, Flash. Hawk, 70, Hawk.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go, start.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcat, Dragon 60. Go.
Throwing, Willis.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Back to throw.
He's got Eckler.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Here comes 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Chest 60, chest.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
Wow, this defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7, 18, Pioneer.
Willis looking to pass it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
19. 79 Broncos.
He's back to throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
That is incomplete.
They're trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Pioneer. 19 Lions.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Packers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.